Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news. Alright, Browns fans, buckle up because today we're diving into some fascinating updates that could reshape the trajectory of our beloved team in the AFC North. Now, I know many of you have been eagerly awaiting news about how the Browns are positioning themselves for the upcoming season, especially with some interesting developments involving Joe Flacco. Yes, you heard that right. Flacco, the veteran quarterback who's been around the league for quite some time, has come out recently with some honest words about his motivation this season, and let me tell you, it's more than just about playing the game. It's about proving something, about asserting himself in a league that's constantly evolving, and about helping the Browns reach new heights. First, I want to set the stage a bit here. The Cleveland Browns have been on an incredible journey over the past few seasons. From the heartbreak of near misses to finally breaking into the playoffs consistently, this team has shown resilience and a hunger that's unmatched. And now, heading into this season, the expectations are sky-high. With a talented roster, a determined coaching staff, and a fan base that's more passionate than ever, the Browns are seen by many as serious contenders. But of course, in the NFL, nothing is guaranteed, and every team, every player is working tirelessly to outsmart, outplay, and outlast their opponents. Now, let's talk specifically about Joe Flacco. The veteran quarterback, who was signed by the Browns as a backup, has been in the league long enough to understand the importance of mental toughness and motivation. Recently, Flacco opened up about his mindset for this season. He emphasized that his motivation isn't just about being a backup or holding a clipboard on the sidelines. No, he sees himself as a vital piece of the puzzle, a leader in the locker room, and someone who can still make a difference on the field. Flacco mentioned that he's motivated by the desire to compete, to help the team win, and to prove that even at this stage of his career, he still has something valuable to offer. What's really interesting about Flacco's comments is his focus on the purpose of his role. He's not just there to fill a roster spot or to be a veteran presence, though he certainly is that. He's there to push the other quarterbacks, to provide mentorship, and to be ready when called upon. He recognizes that in the NFL, every day is a new opportunity, and he's committed to staying sharp and prepared. This mindset is especially crucial for a team like the Browns, which has a very competitive quarterback room with Deshaun Watson leading the charge. Flacco's experience and leadership can be a massive asset, especially during tough moments in the season. But let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture for a moment. The Browns have made some strategic moves in the offseason to bolster their roster, focusing on strengthening their defense and adding depth to their offensive line. The goal is clear: build a team that can contend not just for the AFC North title, but for a deep playoff run that could culminate in a Super Bowl appearance. And with that in mind, every player's motivation becomes even more critical. Flacco's honest words about his drive serve as a reminder that experience and mental toughness aren't just optional, they're essential ingredients for success in the NFL's high-stakes environment. Now, with Deshaun Watson firmly established as the starter, the Browns' quarterback room is more competitive than ever. Watson's performance last season showed flashes of brilliance, but consistency remains the key. That's where Flacco's role becomes even more vital. His veteran presence can help stabilize the room, mentor the younger quarterbacks, and provide a steady hand when the team needs it most. It's not just about being a backup, it's about being a seasoned leader who can step in at a moment's notice and keep the team moving forward. And speaking of the season ahead, the AFC North is shaping up to be one of the most intense divisions in recent memory. The Cincinnati Bengals, with Joe Burrow leading a potent offense, are still a formidable threat. The Pittsburgh Steelers, under the leadership of their new offensive coordinator, are looking to bounce back after a challenging season. Meanwhile, the Baltimore Ravens, with their dynamic quarterback Lamar Jackson, are always a threat whenever healthy. The Browns, of course, are determined to establish themselves at the top, and every move, every word, and every game will be crucial in determining who emerges victorious. Back to Flacco, his honesty about his motivation this season has sparked some interesting conversations among fans and analysts alike. Many see it as a sign of his professionalism and dedication, showing that even at this stage of his career, he's committed to giving his all for the team. It also highlights how important leadership and mental attitude are in a team sport like football. When a veteran like Flacco steps up and openly talks about his drive, it lifts the entire locker room. It reminds everyone that this game is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, and strategic. And players like Flacco, with their experience and perspective, can be the difference makers in tight situations. Now, let's take a quick look at the season expectations for the Browns. Solid core of young talent, including players on the offensive line and a defense that's been reshaped with new additions, the team is aiming high. The goal is clear: return to the playoffs and make a real push for the Super Bowl. Last season, the Browns faced some tough losses, but they also showed resilience and growth. This season, with Flacco's motivation and the overall team's focus, they hope to avoid the pitfalls of the past and capitalize on their potential. Fans are buzzing with excitement, and rightfully so. The combination of a talented roster, a motivated veteran quarterback, and a coaching staff led by Kevin Stefanski creates a recipe for success. The team's chemistry seems to be improving, and the players are showing a hunger that's hard to ignore. The Browns are not just aiming to be competitive, they want to dominate, to be a team that other divisions fear and respect. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on Joe Flacco's motivation this season? Do you believe his leadership can be a game changer? How do you see the Browns' chances in the AFC North and beyond? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. This team is on the rise, and with a little bit of that Browns magic, who knows? We might be talking about another Super Bowl run very soon. Keep the passion alive, Browns fans, because this season promises to be one for the history books.